Hi, my name is Clay Michel, not Tumi La Rosa. If you like my channel, please subscribe. If you like this video, press the like button. Let's play ball.
Now the other thing you want to look at though is where does the ball go?
On September 14th, longtime Milwaukee Brewers slugger Ryan Braun formally announced his retirement as a player. From 2007 to 2020, he has spent his entire career with his team. He have a 296 batting average, 352 home runs, 1,154 runs batted in and 216 stolen bases in 14 years. He was named Rookie of the Year in 2007, MVP of the National League in 2011, and to 6 All-Star games. He won 5 Silver Slugger awards. Unfortunately, his reputation was ruined after the season PED test in 2011. ESPN reported that Braun had tested positive for an elevated level of testosterone caused by a performance-enhancing drug and faced a 50-game suspension. The Daily News quoted a source who said that the test results were insanely high, the highest ever for anyone who has ever taken a test, twice the level of the highest test ever taken. Braun appealed the positive drug test in January 2012. He contended that the test collector, Dino Lorenzi Jr., mishandled his urine sample. Under MLB's drug testing program, samples should be sent to the laboratory on the same day they are collected absent unusual circumstance. Braun's sample was collected and sealed on a Saturday. Lorenzi stated that no FedEx delivery center was open, therefore, he followed protocol, stored the samples in a Rubbermaid container, and dropped them off at an open FedEx center on Monday. Braun pointed out there were at least 5 FedEx locations within 5 miles that were open until 9 p.m. and there also was a 24-hour location. MLB argued that there was no evidence of tampering of the sample, and the United States Anti-Doping Agency said the testosterone levels in the samples would not grow in a refrigerator over a weekend. A second test conducted by an independent laboratory showed normal testosterone levels. On February 22, 2012, a 3-member panel overturned the test results by a vote of 2-1. It was the first time that an MLB player had successfully challenged a drug test result. The arbitration panel, consisting of MLB representative Rob Manfred, players' union lawyer Michael Weiner, and arbitrator Shyam Das, determined that Braun had raised valid questions about the manner in which Lorenzi had handled his sample. The New York Times wrote that Braun won on a technicality. Ryan Braun expressed relief at the panel's decision, saying, "We were able to get through this because I am innocent and the truth is on our side." Braun added, "There were a lot of things that we learned about the collector, about the collection process, about the way that the entire thing worked, that made us very concerned and very suspicious about what could have actually happened." Less than a month later, MLB fired arbitrator Das. In February 2013, Yahoo Sports reported that Braun's name appeared 3 times in records of Biogenesis of America, a Coral Gables clinic alleged to have distributed performance-enhancing drugs to a number of Major League Baseball players who tested positive for banned substances. One entry noted that Braun owed the clinic between $20,000 and $30,000. Braun's name was not listed next to any specific PEDs, unlike some of the other players mentioned in the records. Braun released a statement maintaining that his attorneys had retained the clinic's operator, Anthony Bosch, as a consultant during his appeal of his positive drug test the previous season, and denied any further dealings with the clinic. In late April, Anthony Bosch, the founder and owner of Biogenesis of America, confirmed to ESPN that Braun's legal team merely consulted with him during Braun's appeal, and confirmed that he never spoke to Braun himself. On July 22, 2013, MLB suspended Braun for the remaining 65 games of the regular season, plus the entire postseason, for his involvement with the Biogenesis clinic. Braun, who lost $3.25 million as a result, did not appeal the suspension. In a statement, he said, "I realize now that I have made some mistakes. I am willing to accept the consequences of those actions." ESPN reported that Braun decided to strike a deal with MLB after being presented with the evidence against him. Called a liar, he was heavily criticized by the media and other players, particularly for tarnishing Lorenzi's reputation. In particular, It was later exposed that Braun engaged in a campaign for support from players around the league. Although the standard suspension for a first offense under MLB's drug policy was, at that time, 50 games, Braun was suspended an additional 15 games for his actions during and after his appeal of the 2011 test. According to the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel, MLB officials were particularly angered by a speech Braun made during 2012 spring training in which he attacked Lorenzi's integrity, suggesting that he tampered with the test because he supported the rival Chicago Cubs or was personally anti-Semitic, and the integrity of the drug program as a whole. MLB considered Braun's speech, as well as his earlier attacks on Lorenzi, to be conduct detrimental to baseball, an offense punishable under the collective bargaining agreement, not the drug policy. Braun accepted the additional suspension without appeal because of overwhelming evidence in the Biogenesis case. On August 22, 2013, Braun released a statement in which he apologized for using PEDs. He claimed to have used PEDs during the later part of the 2011 season to help him recover from a nagging injury. Braun said that using PEDs was a huge mistake, adding that he had compounded the situation by not admitting my mistakes immediately. Braun also apologized to Lorenzi, stating that he deeply regretted the comments he had made about him. In short, in order to get away with murder, Ryan Braun ruined the life of test collector Dino Lorenzi Jr. and MLB arbitrator Shyam Das. Nice try, Mr. Braun. His punishment cost him endorsement deals with Quick Trip and Nike. After the Biogenesis shit show, Braun's career went downhill. From 2014 to 2020, he hit for 276. He only have 130 home run season in 2016. And 120 stolen base season in 2015. He never had a 100 RBIs ever since. His last All-Star game was in 2015. Because of this, Ryan Braun will never go to Cooperstown.
I hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to comment. Have a nice day.